All right, here we go. This is it. It begins. Let's see. Make sure the live preview shows before I actually start saying anything important. There it is. There it is. There's the beginning of the very first long format episode by the Odd Pog. And it's me, the Odd Pog, your favorite streamer. You may think that's weird, but trust me, just watch all my shows, all of them, like every single episode all the way through, and it'll happen. I'll be your favorite streamer. So today's our first episode of the long format. I wanted to switch things up from just playing single episodes of single gameplay. Like 1 to 2 hours at a time, or sometimes 5 hours at a time of playing a single game all the way through. I wanted to do more because I spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos, and I wanted to include some of that. And I figured doing long format would be better because then I'd have some other stuff like playing music and stuff, and maybe have some more than just playing video games. Of course, there will be a lot to play in video games because that's what I spend most of my time doing. But other stuff. And today, our very first thing we're gonna do is, let's switch our screen over here. We're gonna do some reaction to a reaction video, and that's gonna start with switch to that screen. Asmongold TV doing TikTokers are getting a harsh reality check. I haven't actually watched this video, so it might suck. I might actually cut out, before the end of the video, but link for this video is in the description if you want to see his reaction video, and he links to the original, I'm pretty sure. It's by Logically Answered. And let's see, actually, can I include a link to his link in my description? Let's try that. Where's the edit button? Edit button. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but you'll see it in the description. If you go to the description, you'll see it. No, that didn't work. Can't just copy and paste it. Okay, let me click on the link.
Pay on TikTok.
Oh, all right, here's the original source video. So let me get the link, copy that, and paste that there. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That is not where that goes. It goes here. There we go. All right, so let's hit the back
Already
button.
made millions on YouTube.
Whoa.
TikTokers are getting a harsh reality check. Uh-oh.
Pay on TikTok is horrendous. Now, before you go to the comment section and leave angry remarks, let me explain. TikTok only pays about 2 to 4 cents per...
Why would you make an angry comment at him? This is a fact. This is like...
I agree. Yeah, that should pay. Holy crap, 1,000 views and you only get 2 cents? I mean, they're short videos, but still, 2 cents? It's terrible.
saying dogs die, and then somebody writes a hate comment as if you killed their dog. No, it's just what happens.
1,000 views. So even if you get a ridiculous amount of views, you're not making much.
Yeah.
Take Cabby Lame, for example. He's the most followed TikToker on the planet with a whopping 159 million followers and nearly 18 billion views.
That's weird looking. Is my face too close to his? I feel like I can smell Asmongold from here.
Wow.
But in terms of ad revenue from TikTok, these 18
you probably
billion
made $15.
views.
$15. Good Lord. That's that would be, I don't think he'd be doing it if he only made $15.
Translates to $540,000. Now
That's
not a bad amount.
540,000? It's More than I've made my entire life. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to do the math, but probably more than I've made my entire life.
by any means.
Yes, it is. It's 18 billion fucking views. That's 3 times the Earth's population, and they only managed to get him 500,000.
But keep in mind,
Yeah, that's
we're
shit
talking
pay
about
for
the
the
most
views.
followed TikToker in the world. For perspective, if you got the same number of views on YouTube, your total earnings would be closer to $54 million, assuming
That's
a
a
$3
lot more.
RPM. Now, of
That
course,
is a lot
these
more.
TikTokers
A lot
don't
more.
just rely on TikTok ads. They also do brand deals and sponsorships and affiliate marketing and all that stuff,
And that's where they make
which
their
pulls
real
in a
money.
whole lot of money.
A
But
lot
the
more
disparity
money.
between TikTok ads and YouTube ads is still staggering. I mean, we're talking about a 100x difference.
Well, another reason, here's one reason, right, is because a lot of the people on TikTok are like little kids. So, like, you can advertise toys to them, yeah, but a lot of other stuff, they're not going to buy shit.
Well, come on now. You can make a lot of money off of toys. I mean, the profit margin on toys is just as good as any other product, to be honest with you. Plus, kids have a lot of influence on getting their parents to buy them shit. I mean, granted, it's not like Kleenex or toilet paper, but the margin on those is much, much lower. The margin on toys is freaking huge. Well, not huge, but much bigger than like products that everybody needs, because there's companies out there that know that people need those products, so they find out how to make those things super cheap on a mass scale. So then it's like a game of who can make it the cheapest. But you don't have that with toys. Toys, there's a bigger profit margin.
And it's not just creators who are feeling the pain. TikTok is also very much feeling the pain, having lost $7 billion last year alone.
Ooh, that's
and
a lot of money.
it's only getting worse.
Mhm.
Vine was facing this same challenge 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and this is the main reason that they eventually shut down. All of their most popular Viners would translate their audiences over to YouTube.
Yep.
This
I would
included
too.
Like
Drew
Jake
Gooden,
Paul.
David Dobrik, Danny Gonzalez, Cody Ko, and of course Logan Paul and Jake Paul.
Yep.
We're starting to see the exact same thing happen with TikTokers as well. Notable examples are Charlie D'Amelio,
Why did he get that shit-eating grin on his face when he saw Jake and Logan Paul? What the fuck? From what I've heard, those are shitty people.
Bella Porsche, Addison Rae, and Call Me Chris. Call Me Chris, for example, has likely earned about $350,000 on TikTok, but she's already made millions on YouTube. This
Yeah, see,
is
that's
not a
smart.
great sign for TikTok in terms of
That's why I'm on YouTube right now. That's why I'm starting on YouTube, because they pay us better. They treat their partners better. You know, it's a more reasonable platform. In my opinion, it's the only platform. TikTok and what's that other one? Twitch. Those are crap platforms because of the way they treat their partners. They treat you like you're just a number. They don't treat you like you're actually a partner, like you're doing them any favors, even though you're basically, without your content, they wouldn't exist.
longevity, as this is hard evidence that people are simply using TikTok as a springboard for YouTube or to jumpstart their music career, while the platform is burning billions. So
Well, the platform is great. Like, TikTok is great for getting awareness and being able to funnel people to somewhere else.
I wouldn't know. I'm not interested in TikTok. It's for just children, like small children, and I'm not interested in little children being in my audience, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, personally, I wouldn't want, if I was to have a little kid, I wouldn't want them on TikTok to begin with, but I definitely wouldn't want them watching my show.
But it's not that great at actually being monetizable on its own.
here's TikTok's monetization crisis and the uncertain future of the platform. By far the largest shortcoming for TikTok is advertisers. Advertisers simply do not want to advertise on TikTok.
I mean, would you? Would you want your ad on TikTok? Considering most ads are longer than TikTok videos to begin with. Oh, before I go any further, a little side note here. I just want to point out that this is unusual, that I don't have my fan running. It's unusually cool today, so there's no heat wave. I mean, it's like a break in the entire summer's long heat wave we've been having. So there's no fan noise, but usually there will be a little bit of fan noise when I'm talking. So just want to point that out in future videos. If you're like, how come this video has sound so much better than all your other videos? That's why there's no fan running.
It's easy to blame the medium for this reluctance. Most advertisers aren't used to making short-form ads in portrait mode.
Yeah.
And this is true to a certain degree, but it's not the main reason.
What's the main
I mean,
reason?
companies like Apple and Coca-Cola have marketing budgets in the hundreds of millions,
Yeah,
if
they'd
not
figure it out if it was going to make money.
I don't think that's the main reason.
And they have hundreds, if not thousands of employees whose full-time jobs are to simply figure this out.
Yeah.
So the reason that companies are reluctant to advertise on TikTok is not because they don't know how or can't figure it out. It's because they don't want to.
Yeah.
Why?
But that's
you
not
ask?
a reason.
Well, for one, it's not a very lucrative audience.
Yeah, what the fuck is a 16-year-old going to buy? What the fuck are they going to buy? Like, how? What are they?
What is a 16-year-old going to buy? They're going to buy Coca-Cola. They're going to buy clothes. They're going to buy skateboards. They're going to buy toys. They're going to buy video games. 16 to 24-year-olds spend a lot of money.
Get the money. Like, yeah, what is this? They're going to hopefully get their mom to buy them some V-Bucks for Fortnite? What the fuck? You called it? Yeah, because it's obvious.
41% of TikTok
I started working when I was 18. Well, a little bit before 18, but had my first official job when I was 18, so what the fuck are you talking about? Did you not have money when you're 18, Asmon? Come on.
users are between the ages of 16 and 24, which means that most of them don't have any money. For
No, they
perspective,
don't have a lot of
this is
savings. They still spend just as much as everybody else.
how YouTube's audience demographic looks.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's a lot more evenly.
And that's a money that this right here, this is the money range right here. 35 to 54. That is where the money's at. Because
that's where the large purchases are. Because you've spent all your money on furniture and your rent and all that shit, maybe even started a mortgage, and by the time you're 35 to 55, that's when you make your large expensive purchases.
At that point, you've got a career, you're settled, you got shit going on, and you can fucking afford to spend some money. You can buy a car, you can buy a house. Some people at least can buy a car or a house. You can buy a little bit of bullshit.
Now, to be honest with you, people that have their shit together early on, they buy their house and their car in their 20s. So.
And it's okay. But if you're down here at the 13 to 18 to 18 to 24, ooh, not going to have as much money. That was the time that I learned how to make $2 pizzas.
Now, see, this is kind of misleading. Because people have purchases on their record way before they're hitting the age range of 35 to 45 to 50. I mean, it's more of a matter of what products they're buying. The problem with advertising on TikTok is that advertisements would be as long or longer than the videos themselves. So the advertising doesn't work. That's the problem. You can't run an ad like a regular advertisement for your product on TikTok. All you could do is put like maybe a banner or something, or in the video placement, product placement type. And those are not as lucrative. Those don't bring you as many customers. That's the real reason.
Dispersed. This in itself is a big turnoff for advertisers, but the issue goes much deeper than just demographics. Likely the biggest concern for most advertisers is brand optics. It's no secret that the content on TikTok is, how should I say it, edgy.
No, it's just a bunch of fucking porn. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's just girls.
What do you mean it's porn? I mean, I've never used TikTok, but I can't imagine that they'd get away with that.
Shaking their ass and shaking their titties. That's the whole thing. That's what the website is built off of. And if you got rid of that, it'd be like Tumblr, where like Tumblr got rid of porn and the website died.
Oh,
that's
so
why people go
porn.
on there.
Not like
What's wrong with that?
porn.
I don't know. There's some fucking uptight advertiser that looks like, oh my God, we can't have our, you know, our fucking our machine or our product that was made with third world labor inside of warehouses where they lock the employees inside of a door. Well, we can't just have our, high integrity product shown next to something that could be lewd. This would be awful. They're such pussies.
There you go. Lewd. That's a better term. My vocabulary sucks. But that's a much better term than using the term porn. It's lewd, not porn.
You've got thirst traps, a bunch of cursing, and all this other stuff that YouTube tells you not to do. This is actually what has made TikTok so popular in the first place.
Yeah,
so I thought TikTok was
there's
all
a reason
about memes. I guess I forgot about the whole draw of young people. Spanktravision, as it used to be called a long time ago.
YouTube does not lean into this content. Advertisers simply do not want to be associated with this type of content. I mean, if you were Apple, would you really want your ad to play after this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess no. And this makes
I don't understand what the problem is, though. Like, am I just like a fucking, a coomer? I don't care. Why would that be a problem?
Well, it's because there's a large portion of the population that makes a big deal out of stupid shit. And unfortunately, especially in America, skin is a big. That's why Budweiser and all those beer commercials where they used to have chicks in bikinis having fun all the time. Those commercials don't exist anymore because it's a big problem now.
Why would that bother me? It's not like it was.
It wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't bother most reasonable people. But like I said, there's that huge portion of the population that has to throw a temper tantrum every time they see something that they deem is indecent or it's not good for, like the super hyper, like, religious churchy people that used to freak out about people showing their ankles, or about how skirts used to go up higher than ankles, and they would basically fought back against every time that anybody tried to wear anything that showed any skin. Or like people in the Middle East don't let women show their hair, that kind of stupid shit. It's those people.
Is without her consent. Like, most of these girls film the videos themselves. What's the problem?
There is no problem.
A far larger difference
You
than
feel different when you have young kids?
No.
What do you mean? You gotta monitor your kids' internet activity.
Because they're not kids when they're 18 and up. That's the difference.
And if you don't, you can't expect the world to do that. That's crazy. That's so, it's everybody else's world. It's everybody else's responsibility to be a padded room for your kid to bounce around in because you can't keep control of them. I don't fucking think so, man.
I agree with that. It's not the world's responsibility to keep your kid from doing shitty things, but I don't think showing your skin when you're over 18 on TikTok is something that people should frown on in the first place. I mean, first of all, you're of a legal age, and you're not hurting anybody, so it's the only real problem there is, like I said, the super fanatic, like, crybaby people that want to freak out about nothing.
Like, you got a kid that's going out looking for this kind of content. You've got to be responsible for that yourself. I'm sick of this bullshit and this intellectual dishonesty that people have, that it's somehow the world's problem that they can't keep control of their own fucking kids. Just stop it.
you might think. At this point, I think we can agree that TikTok is very much a worldwide platform.
It
In
is.
2021, it was literally the world's most popular domain for
People
crying out
loved
loud.
it.
So clearly, it's extremely popular across the globe. But guess what? 80% of TikTok's revenue still comes from China.
Oh, wow.
And if you didn't know, the
China is a
TikTok
different
that
type
we
of
use
TikTok.
is actually
Yeah.
banned in China.
What?
You see, the CCP decided that mainstream TikTok is
how is that possible? How do they make 80% of the revenue in a country they're banned in? What the hell?
Simply too vulgar and unproductive for the youth. So instead, they have a healthy
Hey, yo, that's why the people over there want to be astronauts and the people here want to be YouTubers. It is what it is.
version of TikTok called Douyin. Fundamentally speaking, it's the same app. The difference is the type of content that is posted and promoted on the platform. Douyin primarily promotes science, educational, and historical content instead of lip syncs and dancing. Furthermore, younger generations are limited to just 40 minutes of Douyin per day, so no hours of mindless scrolling. And
Wow.
Douyin is extremely popular in China, but it doesn't quite stack up to TikTok. Douyin boasts 730 million
makes
monthly
sense.
active users, while TikTok boasts 1.05 billion monthly active users.
These stats
Sure,
are boring.
but
TikTok
that's
is
only
not
one
only more
country.
popular, but people tend to spend far more time on TikTok. But despite this, China is able to account for 80% of TikTok's revenue because advertisers are actually interested in appearing next to Douyin videos. So,
So wait a minute. Is Douyin like a subsidiary of TikTok? Or a sister company or something? I'm confused. Did I miss something there? Too bad I don't have an audience to explain it to me. Oh, you youngins, man. You need to teach this old man, this old stoner, some new tricks.
until TikTok,
Well, it's also a way more targeted audience because it's just people in China. So you're advertising just to one small group of people. And like the more targeted that you can go with your advertisements, the more valuable getting that advertising out is.
Well, and the more targeted you can make your advertising. I mean, because then you know the products that you're selling would apply or not apply to that demographic.
That's why small, narrow. Better word is narrow. Like the Chinese audience is not small, but it is a very narrow, narrow advertising block. Yeah, I did use the wrong word. You guys are right. And because of that, you can sell your ads for more. And
More appropriately, you should say more focused demographic.
that's why, again, Google is just fucking insane with their ads. Like, I can make a pizza video, and there's a pizza ad on the pizza video. You can watch a World of Warcraft video, and there's going to be a World of Warcraft ad.
is able to address advertiser hesitation, TikTok will continue to face major monetization issues, leading to more creators migrating away.
Well, that's one of the things that quote unquote AI is going to change, because once the AI is able to actually put all the appropriate flags and shit on videos, all of the, is it called flags? I can't remember the proper term. God, my brain is getting so old, so full of cobwebs. My vocabulary is terrible. When you go in and you say, my video is related to this or that, and you put the little flags on your videos. Once AI is able to do that, and then they can focus the advertisements on onto the videos that have those specific flags. I mean, because at this point, YouTube has what, like a million hours of video uploaded every minute or some shit like that. So they can't do that because they don't have the staff to sit there and flag all of the different appropriate flags for each video. So once AI starts doing that, then they're going to make a shitload of money off of more focused advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Advertisers no doubt play a massive role in how much is paid out to creators, but they're not the only issue plaguing TikTok. You see, short-form content is simply fundamentally harder to monetize because views are worth substantially less. On TikTok, for example, the average video is only 36 to 42 seconds long.
Plus, you can't be plugging an ad in for every single video. I mean, you got to space that shit out. People wouldn't even be using the platform if they were watching a freaking advertisement after every freaking video. You'd have to watch 10 different short videos before you can even have one ad. And people would probably even get sick of it if it was that often. Where you have these longer form videos, like this one's 27 minutes? I'm already 11 minutes in. Could probably have rolled an ad by now without people freaking out or getting sick of it.
depending on
Well, it's because it's young people too. Like, you look at Dr. Lupo, like, whenever he does a charity event, he raises like $1 million. Like, whenever I do a charity event, I raise like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why is that? It's because all of my fucking viewers are boomers and they have $25 to spend to maybe get like a prize or something like that. It's not a big deal.
I'm confused about that term boomers, because I always thought that boomers was in reference to baby boomers. Is that not the case anymore? Because baby boomers are what, in their 60s and 70s and 80s by now? Or people use the term boomers for people in their 30s, and I thought people like just hitting their 30s now were millennials. Or is boomers just a term for old person now? I don't know. Maybe I'll get an answer once I get an audience.
But whenever somebody...
Leave a comment in the comments down below if you know specifically why boomers, how boomers is appropriately used now. Because I always thought it was baby boomers. Like that was slang for baby boomer. Is that not the case anymore? Is that just a person over the age of 30 now or over the age of 40? Is that what boomer means now?
Somebody with a very young audience does something like that, or they do it with short form content, well, then we don't really have as much of a turnover. That's just how it is.
the size of the account. Even if we assume that these videos have 75% audience retention on average, each view only translates to about 30 seconds of watch time.
Yeah.
Now, compare that to what we see on YouTube. Using myself as an example, my average video gets just under 7 minutes of average watch time, which, by the way, thank you. This means that...
Here, I'll tell you guys what my average watch time is. What my total watch time over the last 30 days is. Watch time hours.
Are you flexing on us, Asmongold?
11.9 million. So in the last 28 days, there's been 11.9 million consumed watch hours on my channel.
I have to admit, I participate in some of that. I'll listen to Asmon ramble. That's why I chose him for my first reaction video, because I watch Asmon a lot. I don't know why. I don't even play Blizzard game. I actually bought Diablo 4, and I played it for like 4 days. You can see that in my history. I think I played it for about 4 days, and I don't plan on playing that game anymore. I wish I could get a refund on it because it's fucking boring and repetitive. Blizzard's really gone downhill. Like, I played Warcraft, not the original Warcraft, maybe like Warcraft 2 or 3 for many hours, and then when World of Warcraft came out, man, I played the shit out of that game for years. Played a lot of World of Warcraft. And then that got old and repetitive, so I quit playing that. And Diablo 4, it's just like a friggin'... If you played Diablo 4 for an hour, you know what the rest of the game is going to be like. It's basically the same fucking content for endless hours. All you're doing is upgrading your gear. To be honest with you, Division 2 is like that too, but I don't know, it's a lot less. The gameplay loop is not so damn short like it is in Diablo 4. So, I don't know, hopefully Blizzard will turn that shit around and make games a little bit more interesting in the future.
the average view on my channel is worth about 14 views on TikTok. Why do I bring this up? Well, monetization has more to do with watch time than views. I tend to put an ad break once every 3 minutes, which means that the average view translates to 3 ad impressions. For simplicity, let's say that TikTok also shows an ad once.
Seriously? Every 3 minutes you run an ad? Holy shit. That's a lot. TV doesn't even do ads that often. Fucking ad every 3 minutes. Well, I guess if it's just one ad every 3 minutes, that's about the same as TV. Because TV, you go about 10 minutes and then you get 5 to 7 minutes of ads, which is about anywhere from 3 to 5 ads.
Every 3 minutes. Since each video is only watched for 30 seconds at best, a viewer would have to scroll through 6 TikToks before reaching an ad, and that's the best case scenario.
Yeah, so you only get
More
monetized
likely,
1 in
they'll
6
have to scroll
times.
through 10 or 15 TikToks before seeing an ad, but we'll call it 6 to give them the benefit of the doubt. This
And it's also the ads aren't really that good because they've got to be super short. You can't have like a 3-minute ad on TikTok because the video content is like seconds long.
means
Yeah, that's what I've been saying pretty much. But also, I mean, YouTube is doing shorts now. I don't know what the comparison is between YouTube shorts and TikTok as far as payout goes, but I'm pretty sure it pays better. I mean, for views versus pay, I'm pretty sure the pay is probably better for YouTube than it is for TikTok. For YouTube shorts, even if you just do nothing but YouTube shorts, it's probably better on YouTube. I'd like to see the numbers on that though.
that each view on TikTok only translates to 1/6 of an ad impression. Putting this next to YouTube, we'll see that each YouTube view translates to
multiple
18
ads. Yeah.
times more ad impressions. So if we want to really create an accurate comparison between how much advertisers pay on YouTube versus how much they pay on TikTok, we can't compare views to revenue. We have to compare ad impressions to revenue. YouTube generally pays $3 to $5 per 1,000 views in most niches.
Sure.
And as we previously touched on, TikTok only pays 2 to 4 cents per 1,000 views. But if we normalize based on ad impressions, we'll see that TikTok is actually paying 36 to 72 cents for the same number of ad impressions that you would get from 1,000 YouTube views. Still about 7 to 8 times worse than YouTube, but also
Well, it's just also because like you scrolled like this is the way that I've done with like I've like scrolled through like Instagram reels or like YouTube shorts. Like I don't really scroll through TikTok a lot. It's just not like a normal part of my routine. I don't remember what I watch most of the time. It's just like wasting time.
I don't remember what I watch because I'm an old stoner. My brain doesn't work anymore, so my memory is shot. But also, I have YouTube Premium because I subscribed to their YouTube Music, and I ended up getting YouTube Premium for free as part of that because I used to do delivery driver stuff for a while, and YouTube Music was great for that because I could download a bunch of music to play like in a offline playlist and just listen to that music while I was in my car. And that was kind of cool. That's why I had YouTube Music, which gave me YouTube Premium for free.
So like think about it, if you're watching something and like it's just noise. It's like junk food, right? So whenever you're doing this, what is the value of an ad in the context of it being junk food?
about 18 times better than
So it'd be a perfect advertising platform, like I said, for toys or Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Probably Pepsi over Coca-Cola, because when I was younger, I liked Pepsi much more. Now that I'm older, I like Coke. I think that's an age-related thing more than a taste, because Pepsi is way too fucking sweet for me now, whereas Coke is great. But when I was younger, I hated Coke and I loved Pepsi. So, sorry.
than what the upfront number suggested. The only way to work around this obstacle is to move towards longer form content, which is exactly what TikTok has been trying to do. What started at a maximum video length of 7 seconds has grown all the way to 10 minutes. TikTok has also been testing with landscape mode, but increasing the average view duration isn't as easy as just getting creators to post longer videos.
Yeah.
The algorithm highly values audience retention, so if TikTokers want their long-form videos to perform well, they have to increase video length.
And that's a huge factor, right? Is that a lot of people like, that's a big thing on YouTube, is if you get people to sit there and watch your views or watch your videos, and that's like a huge thing for me, is because I will have a video, I will release a video, and it will be like a 9-hour video. Asmongold plays Diablo new class. It's got like 300,000 views.
Yeah.
And it's because somebody sits there and watches it for like 45 minutes. And now everybody sees this shit.
Without
I hope to get there someday. 'Cause most of my videos that I've uploaded are just single gameplay live videos. I haven't uploaded any cut down videos other than the 2 Cuphead videos, which only got less than 100 views each, and only 1 like, because they've only been shown to less than 1,000 people. And yeah, I'd love to get 45 minutes of watch time on some of my live content. Because I mean, if you go back and you look at my live folder, I've got a whole bunch of gameplay stuff. I mean, it's kind of boring because I don't have an audience and I'm not talking to anybody, which is why I'm doing this React stuff now. So I can actually, you know, put myself out there, do some talking instead of just playing a video game silently to myself and hope people tune in without actually saying anything. That's probably the worst format. So I'm hoping switching to this longer format and actually talking, you know, putting my voice out there, getting my personality known. People start tuning in and say, hey, I like this guy's personality. That's what I'm looking for right now that I'm doing the longer videos.
Sacrificing audience retention. Also, you know how we see all those articles about our ever decreasing attention spans? Well, if that's true anywhere, it's true on TikTok. So TikTok is very much fighting an uphill battle when it comes to monetization due to the fundamental nature of their content.
Well, not to mention, the only appeal for TikTok was because they were the only platform doing like 15-second videos. I mean, now that all the other major platforms are doing short-form video content, they're not going to let's just say their appeal will wane. They're not going to continue being as successful as they were.
Giving up.
Hearing all this, you might be saying that this isn't just an issue on TikTok. Instagram and YouTube have also been promoting short-form content, so they should be facing the same issues, right? Well, you're right. YouTube and Instagram are indeed...
I feel like I've heard that YouTube isn't even pushing shorts as much as they used to. I think that they tried to, and they realized that, like, it's a market that's either unprofitable or cornered by TikTok.
Well, they are. I mean, if you... Let's take a look here. Okay, so I go to YouTube Premium, my homepage. I've got 2 rows of regular size videos, and then I've got a row of shorts. And then we go back to regular long form videos. So, I mean, it's, yeah, they're not putting them front and center, but they're just as prominent. I watch shorts sometimes, but I spend a lot more time watching long form videos. So that's why they just get 1 bar of shorts videos. And they show you the ones that they think you're most likely to enjoy. I've gone a couple hours, well, once or twice, just watching nothing but shorts. And then I went back to watching regular videos. I mean, yeah, they're not strictly focused on shorts, but they're pushing them just as much as the other videos.
So there's no reason to compete in that market.
Facing the same issues. With you.
Wait, what? Let me rewind that. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. What do you mean there's no reason to compete in that market?
I feel like I've heard that YouTube isn't even pushing shorts as much as they used to. I think that they tried to, and they realized that, like, it's a market that's either unprofitable or cornered by TikTok. So there's no reason to compete in that market.
No. Yeah, see, I did misunderstand that a little bit, I guess. So he's saying that they realized that it wasn't as profitable. I mean, it's no less profitable than their other platforms. Because I'm pretty sure they space out the advertising just as much. I mean, I don't get ads, so I don't know for sure. But I would have to assume that it's an amount of time, whether you're watching long form videos or shorts, that you get the same amount of time between ads, right? Somebody in the comments, let me know if that's true or not, because I don't know. I don't get ads. I haven't had ads for years in YouTube.
Facing the same issues. With YouTube Shorts, for example, you can expect to earn 5 cents per 1,000 views.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. YouTube and Instagram are not tied down by short-form content. Short-form content is not their golden goose.
Yeah,
it's
like
simply
just one
an
thing of many.
expansion effort. And they're already starting to decide that this expansion effort isn't worth it. You see, platform monetization is a 2-sided coin. If creators aren't earning much money from ads, neither is the platform. At least the creators
Well, it
can
also
go,
doesn't incentivize creators to do it, to make content. Because, like, if you can't make that much money, then why the fuck would you even try?
go out and
clout.
get brand
That's
deals
the
and
only other reason.
sponsors and affiliates and all that.
Cloud
common
These
sense.
platforms, their only revenue is ad revenue. So if that's garbage, the entire revenue from the whole effort is garbage.
Yep.
And that's exactly what seems to be playing out. In fact, according to Mark Zuckerberg, revenue from Reels is so garbage that Meta is losing $500 million per quarter because of users watching Reels instead of scrolling through pictures.
Oh.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I don't think you'd be surprised to hear that Meta has stopped offering Reels bonuses to creators.
Yep, there you go. So I remember I had heard about this privately. I didn't know it was public, but I guess so. Yeah, they're not supporting this shit anymore at all because they're losing money on it. Yeah.
So while Instagram and YouTube are very much in the same position as TikTok with shorts, they're also not.
Well,
They have-
that's probably because, you know, at least this has been my experience in my life. Once I find a platform that I like, it's very hard to get me to switch to another platform. Like, even when Twitch came out, I've spent very, very, very little time watching anything on Twitch. Very little time, even though its content is in some ways very similar to YouTube, even though YouTube's got a lot more like higher quality content. Like, don't take my videos as a comparison at all, because my video quality is on par, probably even lower quality tier than Asmon. I don't know, I don't watch his live stuff. I've only seen his YouTube videos, but pretty sure my video quality is lower than or somewhere on par near Asmon's. And that quality is just a little bit higher than Twitch in a lot of cases, whereas YouTube also has like almost movie quality channels in a lot of cases, which is, you know, that's what I spend a lot of my time watching, which you won't see me doing any reaction videos to, because I don't want to get demonetized when I do get monetization capabilities. So I'll be avoiding stuff like when I'm doing reaction videos, it's going to be mostly just either like other gamer channels or like not the ones that do like high end, spend a lot of time on it, movie quality channels. Like, I'm not going to be doing any reaction videos on those because I'll probably end up getting demonetized if I do those once I reach the point of monetization, which has not happened, and probably will take some time.
They have the luxury of pulling back and focusing on what they were already doing. The same
Minus $2
cannot be said
billion
about
dollars
TikTok.
a year, yeah.
But then, what's the solution? Well, unfortunately for TikTok,
I do think that you can make an argument that creating shorts creates a more cohesive ecosystem that may keep people on YouTube longer, which would cause them to give residual viewership to videos. But like, that's so, like, I guess you could kind of measure that, but it's a lot more theoretical.
there is no clear solution to their monetization problem. Again, this is literally why Vine shut down. What TikTok really needs is time. They need time for brands to become more open with the idea of advertising on TikTok.
No.
Yeah, I am so sick of these brands being fucking, oh, we don't want to advertise next to sensitive content. Bro, if I see a fucking Coca-Cola ad next to a crazy person, I'm not going to go and think I'm not going to think Coca-Cola is like, ha, good job, keep it up, keep being crazy.
Well, that attitude is from the days where people would associate your brand with, you know, the platform that you're putting it on, because, you know, in the olden days of just TV, before the internet world came about and people started making videos, the TV world, people would heavily associate the brands with their channels that they chose to put their ads on, because you had, you know, you basically had a certain type of content on a channel, and then that channel would only play that type of content. So your ads being on that channel meant that you were okay with that type of content. So it's kind of a holdover in the old person's mindset, in the we have to continuously think of things the same way brains, people, they have this idea that if you put your ad next to this thing, that you're associating your brand with that thing, even though it's kind of a stupid way of looking at things. If you're not, someone over the age of like 40, that mindset shouldn't really exist if you're under 40. But unfortunately, a lot of the people in high paying positions that get to make all the choices, they are over 40, and they're from a world of old mindsets. So we have to deal with their stupidity, unfortunately.
In the meantime,
Who
your
cares?
best bet is to tinker with the algorithm to push longer form
shouldn't care,
content that's
but-
more advertiser friendly. But this is
That's what it
also
is.
a
That's what
pretty
it
big
is.
gamble. This can lead to a sort of ad apocalypse like we saw with YouTube back in 2017. More educators got pushed off the platform.
Now, what is this ad apocalypse? Still don't have anybody on my live chat to talk to yet, because it's like a pretty much brand new channel with no viewers yet. But if you come across this video, you happen to watch, please put down in the comments if you know. What the hell is the ad apocalypse? I've heard this term quite a few times, and I'm kind of curious. What is the ad apocalypse? Advertisers stop their marketing campaigns on YouTube. Coined in early 2017. Mass advertiser boycotts and withdrawals on YouTube. Stricter guidelines on video monetization. So this is why it's so hard to get monetized. What do you have to say about it?
Very vile YouTube
Oh,
videos.
Shit, that's loud.
And it's a big business. It's billions of dollars. But it's precarious. Ads are just worth less on the internet. People don't like them, people skip them, they block them, they get frustrated by them. And while my eyeballs, for whatever reason, seem to be worth less on the internet, my time is worth more. I'm busy. This is not couch time, this is active time. So this weird situation is where we're at when a few weeks ago, some inflammatory articles are posted about how major brands are being advertised on top of very vile YouTube videos. A bunch of advertisers, fearing backlash, removed their ads entirely from YouTube. And during this period, every YouTuber saw a decrease in revenue. Also, Google's valuation dropped by like $750 million in a day. No big, it's fine. Now, YouTube has a few different systems that put content into buckets. They have a manual bucket that's like hand-picked channels, like Crash Course, where they can say, this is good, advertisers, it's safe, go here, it's very expensive. And then they have an algorithmic bucket that's like, no ads on any of this stuff ever, because it's about marijuana smoking or whatever. And then there's a middle area, where it's confusing and no one knows how it works at all. But what we do know is after this hullabaloo, all of the algorithms got tightened. So while some channels have rebounded, a lot of channels went down and then went down further as they were put into buckets which weren't getting as many ads. This has really squeezed creators who are making content that's maybe good, but not like super happy family fun time stuff. And again, it's like, is this worth it? Is this relationship between content and brands that was designed, by the way, for radio, is it a useless holdover from another century? And if so, are we gonna have to find other ways to turn the value that we create into value that we can spend? And if so, will advertisers lose their ability to reach people who are under the age of 65? And if so...
So what really needs to happen for this type of advertiser control over whether or not people can get ads or get monetized is people need to stop paying so much attention to the people that freak out in forums. If people would stop putting so much attention on people's freakouts on online forums, there really wouldn't be a problem. Even this culture war crap between the Democrats and the Republicans wouldn't get anywhere near as much attention as it does. There wouldn't be anywhere near as much talk about getting canceled or all this other stupid crap if people would stop paying so much attention to the people that just flip their freaking lids on online forums. It's basically, it's like, okay, if you were to have a product and it was a little racy and you decided to pull your product because you went to a frickin' church of people who say that their whole entire religion is against your type of product, and you decided to stop selling your product because of that, even though you could have like 90% of the world buy your product, and you decide to pull it because that 10% of the population that freaks the out about stupid shit wants to go on and throw a temper tantrum. That's ridiculous.
As family-friendly content got pushed to the top. But the thing to note is that
And by the way, I actually don't think that most people believe that. I think that that is a lie that is sold. Most people don't give a fuck. Like, that's really the truth. Now, I remember during the Target protest, whenever people were mad that Target had like some fucking like gay or trans thing, I went to Target. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody was around that section. Nobody cared about it because they're there to get toilet paper.
Yep.
They need toilet paper, diapers, and a new shirt. And the biggest problem in their life is rent.
Towels.
There's a gay section over there. Okay, I'm not going to go over there. I'm not gay.
Right. See, that's exactly what I was talking about. Is that advertisers and companies make such a big deal out of this tiny little portion of the population that just freaks the fuck out about stupid shit.
A lie that intellectually dishonest people use to push a narrative that makes them feel like they have control. It's like a fake majority thing. The majority of people don't give a fuck about this stuff. They don't care. Now, there have been big blunders. Like, it looks like the Bud Light thing was a big blunder. Like, that was a really bad one. But, like, that is massively the exception. The majority of these things don't matter at all.
But always had a good mix of edgy and family-friendly content.
What does he mean by the Bud Light thing? Is he talking about the how Bud Light like gave a can of Bud Light to a transgender person, and then the super right-wing freak out people decided to freak out because they're super fucking right-wing? They want to fucking torch anything that has to do with... Why would that be a big blunder? And nobody else cares about the transgender shit in Target. What's the difference?
So the shift towards family-friendly content was more natural. With TikTok, on the other hand, we're primarily dealing with edgy content, so the shift is a lot more jarring. And it's not clear how many viewers TikTok would push off the platform by making such a change. But
they would kill the platform. You get rid of thirst traps, nobody's going to go to TikTok. Like, it's just that simple. Like, you do that, it's dead. It's dead.
I don't say nobody.
Viewers are already dropping out, and
the teenagers that only use TikTok as sphincter vision,
TikTok needs to stay relevant
they would leave
over the long term. As you can see, TikTok is very much facing a monetization crisis, and there is no easy solution. But there is a silver lining for TikTok. Unlike Vine, which was backed by Twitter, which in itself was not a profitable company, TikTok is backed by ByteDance, which has been posting record profits. In fact, they made it $25 billion last year, so losses from TikTok are definitely something that they can sustain even over the long term.
Yep.
Also, even if ByteDance can't pull it off on their own, they've got the backing of the CCP. You can bet that as long as TikTok is popular, the CCP won't let them go under, as TikTok is literally a goldmine for them. So, from a financial...
Well, they can view it as like a weapon, you know, like pacify the fucking enemy by just keep giving them cat videos and titties, and then we'll invade them and take over the country.
Perspective, they very much have time on their side, but they may not be able to say the same thing about their creators or viewers. Their creators are naturally pivoting towards YouTube to build stronger businesses with more revenue. And as for viewers, they could easily migrate back to YouTube with these creators. Also, TikTok faces the risk of their viewers growing up, kind of like what Snapchat is dealing with right now. So, while TikTok
Do people still use Snapchat? I feel like Snapchat was really popular in like 2016, maybe like 2017.
I think I downloaded it once and never even opened it. I think it was because there was like a you know, before the QR codes got real popular, there was this like code that I had to scan with their app for some reason. I can't even remember what it was for because it was so many years ago, but I think it was before QR codes started becoming like super popular, and like Snapchat required you to scan, or you had to have, it was probably like a product ad or something. I don't even remember what the hell it was, because by the time I finished downloading it, I couldn't even scan the thing because it was like a ad on a wall or some shit like that, and I didn't want to stay there continuing to try to figure out how to get the damn Snapchat after work. Anyway, yeah, I never used Snapchat.
Like now a lot of people don't really use it that much. Like I don't know. I've never, like the last time I was on Snapchat was like literally years ago.
Not to be on the clock for financial reasons, they're very much on the clock due to trends amongst their viewers and creators. Will they be able to beat the clock? Well, only time will tell. While all this madness has been going on with short-form content, podcasts have surprisingly been doing better than ever on YouTube. If you want to learn why, check out this video. But until then, I'm Hari, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, I'm not surprised podcasts are doing well. People are more invested into podcasts. They care about them more. They use it for sexting. Yeah, but like, why can't you do that on Instagram? I think this is a pretty good video. I mean, like, I feel like now also, like...
It was an okay video. I wouldn't say it's terrible. Production quality is better than I'm ever going to do, but, well, not ever. Eventually, if I ever start making money, I will hire an editor. And I'm pretty sure that they'll do better than I could ever do on my channel, but better than I personally would ever be able to do, because I'm not going to be a video editor, like, on a professional level. But as far as, like, the ideas, like the thoughts in the video, he had some good points, and some points were just kind of, yeah, you're just pulling that out of your ass and saying it because it's a possibility kind of thing.
You know, a lot of TikTokers and people that are like super entertaining on TikTok, it's the same as YouTube, right? How many people on YouTube go and they try to make Twitch streams and do Twitch streams, and nobody watches them because they're fucking boring?
I mean, nobody watches my show because I'm pretty boring. So I can feel you there. You know, I'm pretty boring. So yeah, I mean, until I can figure out some content that's not so boring, like watching your stuff, maybe I'll have an audience. Maybe I can steal some of your audience, Asmongold.
It's just the truth. They're fucking boring. People don't like watching them, and that's it. But they're very good at making a 30 or a 15-second video with like a quick hook in it. That's like entertaining for a couple of seconds, then you move on. So yeah, it's the same as YouTube content creators. Some of them can't stream because it's like, it's a lot different, like talking in front of a camera for like 4 hours versus just recording a video or reading a script. It is. And it's also like, I don't want to make this seem like, oh, streaming is so much harder. Like, it's a different skill. Like, I'm not very good at making TikToks. I've never tried, but like, I'm not very good at it. And editing videos is incredibly hard to do. It takes a long time. It's very time consuming. Absolutely. But the truth is that a lot of these types of things, why am I getting recommended the 7 to 60 views?
What the hell? That was a hard shift there, man. That was a hard right turn. Holy
Video
shit.
About how the United States dollar is going to die in 2027.
Why would it die in 2027? Is that one of those Bitcoin videos? Like they're trying to convince you to switch into Bitcoin? Man, I wish I would have jumped on that train when it started. It went for a good decade, at least. Bitcoin was you know, it started off, you could have, if you got in early, you could have made a shitload of money, and now at this point it's just like NFTs. If you buy into it now, you're kind of screwing yourself.
What the fuck is this? Why am I getting this video? Like, what? Why? This is like some straight fucking conspiracy shit. Why am I doing this? I don't get any of your videos on YouTube. If I click one of your videos, my entire channel is Asmongold. Yes, that's by design. You just been doing that for a while.
My entire channel is Asmongold.
Oh no, videos with barely any views. Yeah, it's really annoying. Like, I don't want to watch some random fucking video that like just somebody randomly put up there. It's just annoying. So yeah. Sure, it doesn't need to say a single word and be entertaining, but there's still plenty of people watching him. You don't need to be entertaining to be a streamer, though. No, he is entertaining. but he is not that's like saying that like Charlie Chaplin wasn't entertaining because he did a lot of like silent like improv and silent acting. Like, I understand what you're trying to say, but it's like really not.
You do? Because I don't.
An argument. It doesn't make any sense. Charlie Chaplin? Yeah, I meant Charlie Chaplin. Sorry. Excuse me. And, like, he's still entertaining people by being good at a game. Does that make sense? So, like, people are watching him not because he's funny, but because he is really good at a game or something like that. Everybody has, like, one hook or another. And, like, there were also, keep in mind, there were a lot of people on YouTube that were these, like, super badass, like, MLG players, and then you watch them stream their games, and they're actually fucking garbage. They just play all day, and they only edit in the headshots that they do.
I bet that's true for a lot of people on YouTube. Like their streams and their edited content are probably massively different audiences if they have any live viewers at all. All right. Well, that's the end of our first reaction video. I didn't even put the banners up. I was supposed to put these banners up, and look, I created this little banner, and I forgot to turn it on. Look at me, amateur hour. Jeez. Fail. All right. Well, I'm going to switch over to where to go? This guy, because I'm going to take a break here relatively soon, and I'm going to play some music while I'm taking a break. So rather than cutting my videos every time I go and take a break and then starting a new video and then cutting my video every time I go and take a break and then starting a new video, what I'm going to do is play either ads or music or old videos when I go and take my breaks, or, you know, if I'm like going out for a smoke break or whatever. And then I'm not going to, you know, like leave my stream running for days on end. I'm going to cut it about anywhere under 6 hours. So somewhere between 5 and 6 hours, probably 5 hour-ish videos, because if you go over 6 hours, you can't go back and cut like audio or sections out of your video on YouTube for some reason if your video is over 6 hours. So I'm going to do no more than 5.5 hours on a video. So probably going to go about 5 hours at a time ish in most cases, I should say, anyway, because I'm sure some videos are going to be shorter than 5 hours. But what I'm doing here is I went through YouTube's music library. Here, I'll pull this back up so you can see what I'm talking about. So on the YouTube studio page, if you go to, yeah, look at that, 17 subscribers, and this is my first long format video. All I've done so far is upload like gameplay videos, and I've already got 17 subscribers. So look at that. Even a boring person doing boring things can get subscribers on YouTube. Anyway, so here, yeah, in the audio library. So what I've been doing is going through here on the attribution not required in the audio library. And this is a new one. Let's see if this is a good one. Good job, that's loud. Yeah, no, I'm not into that. All right, so what I've been doing, well, what I did in the past was I scrolled through. I haven't gone through like every song there is on here, because for some reason after you go through so many next pages, it stops working. I don't know if that's a thing they intended to do, but you can't get through. So I went through like classical and you know, like the different moods and the different genres, and starred as many of these as I could find that I actually like. And I started downloading them into my library here. So I've got this media library of songs I've downloaded from the YouTube audio library. And I'm going to go through these songs and basically going to play them, listen to them, see if, I've been putting like the genre and fixing the names, because for some reason the name of the person who made the song is right next to the name of the song itself. So I've been fixing that and putting them in these different playlists. And then that way I can just click on this break time playlist and play this song. But in the future, so I had this idea. I don't know if anybody's interested in it or not, but if you have music that you want to be listened to or premiered on my channel, I was thinking, so like you would send it to me and give me authorization to play it on my channel, and then during my break times or even other times when I have the desire to play music, I can play your music on my stream. And this is only if I like your song. I'm not going to play like. Of course, there's like a huge swath of music that I absolutely will never enjoy. So it's got to be music that I like. But excuse me. But if I like your music, I could premiere it on my channel and play it during my break times, and I would post it with your name and such, and put it in the description as to where people can download it and buy your songs and stuff like that. But anyway, let's continue on this, because I've only got like 10, 14 songs here in the list so far for my break time. So we were on Dead Forest. Let's go to Desert Planet. That's a little too loud. Okay, so this one is, it's a cinematic. What'd you call that? Like tribal, kind of. I guess. I don't know. My vocabulary is terrible. Nature. Okay, so we'll put that in our cinematic stuff. Okay, next song. This one is also cinematic. Dark. Ritualistic. Sure, okay, that's good enough. Okay, next one. And we're getting a bunch of cinematics in a row here. Oh, my chat's getting covered up by the OBS window. Okay, nobody's there. Okay, good. Didn't miss anything. If you see this in the future and you want to jump in the chat room, I'd definitely watch the chat. I will keep an eye on that. Okay, I've got cinematic, dark, tense. All right, here's our first actual song. Does that qualify as techno? wouldn't even know what kind of genre to put this in. Well, if you watch this in the future and you know what kind of genre to give that, let me know in the comments, because I don't know. But we'll put that in break time. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the words. My vocabulary sucks. Okay, this one's definitely classical. Violin. Should I put that in break time music? You guys want to hear Mozart? I'm a fan. We'll put that in break time. Let's say that's cinematic, dramatic, awakening. It's definitely techno. I don't know what to say about that other than techno. We'll go with techno. Okay, this one is cinematic, piano. Kind of sad. I'm gonna call this one country. Okay, this one is cinematic. Dark. Slow build. To tense. Does this one get tense? I can't remember. No, let's see. This is slow chilling. Can't remember if it builds any more than this. No, it doesn't. Okay, slow and chilling. Will do. Okay, so this is cinematic. So this one's sad or dramatic? I don't know. I'm kind of waffling between the two, whether it's dramatic or sad. It's more dramatic than sad. I think we'll go with dramatic. This one's definitely classical. Sad classical. I really like that song. It's a good one. I know this is a dance song. I can't remember what type of dance this is called. It's a waltz? I think it's waltz. I wish YouTube would audio level their music. Some songs, especially classical songs, they're super, super fucking quiet for some reason. I don't understand why they have all the classical songs on their platforms so quiet. I don't like it. I can't even add that to my list because it's so much quieter than everything else. People will be like, is there even anything playing? Why is it so quiet? What the hell? You know, if I turn this up, then the next song would be super, super fucking loud. And that's not cool. I like these track tribe guys. I'm gonna call that saxophone. I know there's another term for this type of music. I just don't know. Like, my vocabulary when it comes to music genres is not that wide. Like, I know classical, classic rock, rock, hard rock, heavy metal, rap, country, techno, jazz, smooth jazz, dinner jazz. That's about the extent of my music genre vocabulary. So again, if you know, in the comments put High Noon, Track Tribe, genre, and tell me what the genre is, if you don't mind. If you please, I'd appreciate it. And this is one of those classical songs that's way too long for me to put in my break time stuff when it's got multiple themes. That's what I meant to say, multi-theme, not multi-scene. I mean, not that it's not good music, I just can't put it in my break time because it takes up 10.5 minutes. Does this really qualify as a song, or is this just cinematic? Because, I mean, it kind of just repeats this over and over again. I'm just going to call this one cinematic. Pep step. Yeah, that just kind of starts over. This one's pretty good. This one's definitely cinematic. Is the Tower of Light the name of the artist? I'm going to assume it is. Can't remember. Cinematic. Psychological. Ooh, this one's really good. I like a lot of the Mini Vandal songs too. Mini Vandal songs are usually pretty good. Let's say TBD, because I don't know. So if you know this In 5 Straight Rows song by the Mini Vandals, put it in the comments. If you know the genre, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Let's go back to that other one. Actually, it'd be better if I just left it at unknown genre, huh? Instead of TBD. I forgot to put this In 5 Straight Rows in there. What was that movie called? Fantasia. Oh, you guys can barely hear it. I really love the original Fantasia movie. I was a huge fan. I was a little kid. It was great stuff. The song Dance with the Sugar Plum Fairies and Nutcracker stuff. Of course, the version they had in Fantasia, I think, was a little different. That's what I'm talking about. With the classical songs on YouTube, they really need to do some volume leveling. That's ridiculous. Like, I want to put that in break time, but I can't because the volume level is so much different than everything else. It's unfortunate because I like that song. I hope you can forgive me, but I don't know the difference between classical Japanese and Chinese, or which one this qualifies as. Do not know. I don't want to put just Asian because that's way too broad a category. I'm gonna assume Japanese. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below if that's not Japanese. I am an unworldly person. Or that's probably a bad term for it. I am not a worldly person. Kind of reminds me of stuff they'd play back in the 50s. Or songs from the 50s. Well, not like how it's around in the 50s. If anybody knows the correct genre that I should be putting there. Let me know. I'd appreciate it. Down in the comments below. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, this one's definitely cinematic. We'll call it battle scene. And again, because the volume level's so off from the rest of the music, I can't add that to my break time, otherwise I would. Same with every other classical song on YouTube Music. I don't think Grieg is the actual artist for this song. I think that's just the person who uploaded it to YouTube. Is that really? Let's go to Grieg. Edvard Grieg. I guess he was the person who made this song. Okay. Edvard Hagrup Grieg. I guess this one's not too bad as far as the volume goes. We can add that to break time. Definitely Techno by Rachel Collier. I think all Esther Abrami does is cinematic sad piano stuff. I mean, it's pretty good. But definitely a theme going on here. Now, I thought Nocturne was a classical music song, is it not? Oh, okay. So it's actually a word. A short composition of a romantic or dreamy character, suggestive of night, typically for piano. Of art, a picture of a night scene. It is a noun. I did not know that. I always thought it was like a classical, the name of a classical song. So this is Cinematic Sad Piano. I don't know, is this one more cinematic or techno? Break time. Yeah, this is more of a song. I don't know, it's silly. I know it's silly. Definitely works, but it's folk. Does this qualify as folk music? I don't know. Somebody correct me in the comments down below. I'd appreciate it. Please correct me. Give me the proper genre for this. I'd appreciate it. I think the volume level on that one's good enough to add to break time. I think this is my favorite one out of the bunch. I mean, not like any of these songs are absolutely great, but at least this one you can dance to. At least it's the only kind of music I can dance to, because all I can dance to is the stuff that they play at the goth club. Because I was a goth kid. I don't know, should I add this one to my break time music? Yeah, might as well. Screw it. Why not? I like it. Can't remember. Is this one a song or cinematic stuff? Yeah, it's cinematic. We'll call that Astral Journey. What was that message that popped up? I missed it. The stream preview is too shitty quality to read it. Empty Moons of Jupiter. I added it to the playlist, so I don't know. What the hell was that message all about? I like this song, but this is kind of like the, you know, like person who just learned how to play this song version of this song. I really like this the one that's done by someone who really knows this song well. But unfortunately, that version is not available for me to play on this platform. Like, the timing on this one is just not right. It feels clunky. If it was the better version, I would add it to my break time playlist. Yeah, I don't know the genre for this one either. This one almost sounds like kind of like that beat. Totally reminds me of that, oh God, I can't remember her name now. She's only got the one or two songs that I like, but she's real popular with the kids. She just became popular in like the last decade, 5 years maybe. Like, I'm the Bad Guy, is that the name of the song? I can't remember. Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. This song totally reminds me of Billie Eilish's Bad Guy. But again, if you know the genre, let me know. I'd appreciate it. I think this one starts off sounding all cinematic, but then it kind of turns into a song, right? Yeah. This is one that definitely needs some audio leveling. It is multi-theme. Also don't know the genre for that one. Also don't know the genre for that one. This one also reminds me of a song. I think it's The Weeknd. Something by The Weeknd. I don't know, song titles. Suck at song titles. Like names and song titles I am terrible with. Alright, well that's it. That's all the songs I've gotten downloaded from the YouTube audio library that I liked. And that's all I'm going to add to the break time. So the plan is, if you have a song that you want people to hear, that needs to get out there, and you want people to download, what I'll do is I'll play your song, add my song to my break time playlist, or, you know, other playlists that I'll play when I'm doing stuff on streams. And if you want people to hear it, just let me know. You have to make sure that it's your, you know, I have to be able to make sure that it's your song, that you own it, that it meets YouTube's guidelines. It's been a public song on YouTube for at least a month without copyright strikes. So I know that I can play it without getting copyright strikes. And you have to be able to make sure that I'm granted permission to play your song without any kind of restrictions or any shit like that. And then I'll add your song here with your name, and I'll add your song information to the description of the video that I premiere it in. And then you'll have to give me permission to play the song on any video that I do. Because otherwise, you know, because I'm going to be adding it to this playlist. And if it happens to be popping up in this playlist, or, you know, if you just want it to have premiered just one time in one video, we could arrange that too. But you have to give me permission to do so without any kind of monetary compensation, because I am not making any money doing this. So I won't be able to pay you any money doing this. And then we'll have your song and add your song's description where people can buy it and download it and all that shit to the description of the video that it's in. All right. So There's contact information on my About page. If you click on the email address on there and send me emails, don't send me spam, because then you'll just end up getting in my junk folder and you'll be perpetually ignored from then on. If you end up in my junk folder one time, you'll never get out of it. Other than that, yeah, let me know if you want your music on here, and we'll go from there. But it's time for a break for me, so I'm going to switch to my break screen and start this play all shuffle. All right, I'll be back. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back in after my smoke break. I'm back. Alright, let's pause that there. And this next video I'm going to watch is about Star Citizen. So I'm really hoping that Star Citizen turns a corner, because it's been well over a decade that they've been in development. And so far all they have is FPS and dogfighting. Their missions are crap. Their exploration gameplay is basically non-existent. And unless you're into FPS shooters or dogfighting gameplay, the game has nothing for you. Their space travel is absolute ass. Takes way too long. It's basically a space trucking simulator game. But I'm really hoping they turn a corner, because, I mean, they're at a point where they've been spending plenty of fucking time. They've had plenty of time to get their engine in order and start adding functionality beyond just FPS and dogfighting. So if they don't start adding more than that to this game, I'm going to be highly, highly disappointed. Let's, whoops. I don't want that on this screen. I want to switch to that. Let's get rid of that and watch this video. Hopefully SuperMacBrother doesn't mind me doing a reaction video to his video.
Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Today I would like to run through all of the ships and vehicles currently in production. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for the support, it is truly appreciated, and if you do enjoy my videos, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. So there are quite a few ships and vehicles currently progressing through the ship pipeline. Some we know about, others are yet to be announced. So today I would like to run through all of these to keep us all up to date. Now, knowing when any of these are expected to release is pretty much guesswork unless they have been stated otherwise, but there are many events on the way, like the Ship Showdown next week, and the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo and Anniversary Sale in November, as well as CitizenCon in October, and of course the release of Alpha 320 and a potential 320.x at some point, all of which could be intended release.
Sorry, I gotta check something here, because I want to make sure that my voice audio isn't getting completely obliterated by other audio. Got the game audio set at a specific spot. Okay, that's minus 14 dB. Okay. So, yeah, okay. All right, so those are both set at minus 14 maximum limiter.
Release windows for some of these vehicles, known and unknown. But with that said, let us start with the Crusader Spirit A1, which is the medium bomber variant of the Spirit range.
So I'm
now
looking
we know
forward
this ship
to the
is slated to
Polaris.
release in a
That's a good sign, 'cause that
320.x
means they're getting
patch,
into capital
which is yet to be
ships.
placed on the release viewer. So we are not entirely sure when that patch will come along, as of course 320 has to release first. But the ship has now progressed through final art with just a handful of leveler details remaining for its interior and exterior damage. Its sibling, the C1, which is the medium cargo variant capable of hauling 48 SEU, is currently progressing through Greybox with most of its core forms refined. So the C1 is slightly behind the A1 in terms of progression, but we don't have a release window for the C1 at this time. Next we have the Tumbrel Storm, which is the single occupant light scout tank. This vehicle is now approaching the end of its development, with all of the damage meshes, UV2s and LODs, or level of details, done, and the teams are now just polishing up various parts. It is also getting a second lighting pass to make most of the lights procedural, it says, so they respond to players' interactions. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this will mean, outside of maybe if you step on the brakes, the brake lights will come on. Do put your thoughts in the comments below as to what you think this could relate to, but the Storm...
Sorry, as to what? Wasn't paying attention. I was looking at something.
These or level of details done, and the teams are now just polishing up various parts. It is also getting a second lighting pass to make most of the lights procedural, it says, so they respond to players' interactions. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this will mean, outside of maybe if you step on the brakes, the brake lights will come on. Do put your thoughts in the comments below as to what you think this could relate to. But the storm does look like it could drop at any moment, even as early as 320, which is not confirmed, of course, but I do think it's possible. And hopefully, if it does, it will be an option in the Tank Royale battle for Arena Commander. Now, the Apoa Santokyai is the next ship in production. This is the Xi'an-manufactured medium fighter, with the team just filling out its item housing and doing some heavy paneling work on its exterior. They also came up with the solution for the dashboard, which, if you do recall, was the reason it failed its grey box review gate. The dash still requires a little polish, but they say it will deliver a unique aesthetic for interaction. Right now, the team are working with system design to get the ship's behaviors to trigger correctly, and if I recall correctly, they are doing something special with this ship, utilizing some tech called blend space, which should give it quite a unique and unusual movement style. No dates given on when this will come along. Could be this year, but I think they may have mentioned it might be next year, although these things do chop and change all the time. And then we have the Origin X1, which was a nice surprise to read about. This is Origin's entry to the hoverbike scene, and it is a sleek, clean machine that will fit very nicely in the already interesting lineup of hoverbikes. Now, the X1 has just entered the grey box stage, with the team solving various aesthetic issues, while ensuring that the overall ship makes mechanical sense. They are also exploring new tools to help generate extremely clean automotive-style geometry, that's a mouthful, just to maintain that required Origin feel. So it does sound like this is going to be something very special, a bit too clean for me. I do prefer my dirty Dragonfly. Definitely feel like there should be a smell of oil somewhere around the Dragonfly. But a stark contrast to the X1, offering a brand new option. Now, the final known ship currently in production is the RSI Polaris. Now, this is the Corvette-class patrol ship from Robert Space Industries, which has just begun its white box pass, with them doing a thorough breakdown of the content required for this ship. Now, the team have imported the new concept mesh and completed a basic entity setup, with a rough interior white box pass also completed, which resolved.
So this gives me hope, because this means that there's going to be like space war, not just fucking dogfighting. I hate dogfighting. Like, space war is cool. I can get into space war, but fucking dogfighting is just not for me. FPS shooters and dogfighting are like way overdone. Too many games have FPS and dogfighting. I want a game that has actual space shit going on, like space wars, exploration, science stuff.
Many of the previous issues. Now, the Polaris is not coming anytime soon, although it is likely to be next year. However, what they are doing with the Polaris is using it to fully establish the RSI design and style guide. And once the Polaris is done, they will then take all of those reusable assets and apply them to the RSI Perseus, which is a frigate, building out any bespoke rooms and assets for that ship, and then take all of those assets and do the same to build out the RSI Galaxy, which is a modular multi-role vessel. Now, this is a long-term plan which will take likely multiple years. They did say it currently takes around 1 year to make a ship of this size. However, what they learn and create from the previous ships will certainly speed that process up as they go, which means it shouldn't technically take 3 years to bring these 3 ships out. It will reduce the time somewhat, but it means that they can get these out in a more reasonable time frame rather than working on individual ships and taking a year plus for each of them. They are also looking to hire and train new developers, so hopefully that time frame will reduce there for that reason as well.
I hope so.
Now, that was all of the currently known ships and vehicles that are in production. There are also...
I hope they don't have this massive trend of making everything bespoke and spending ridiculous amounts of time on every little asset in the fucking game, because that's too much time that they've been spending in this game already. For where they're at right now, they've been spending way too much fucking time in development for where they're at.
6 or more other ships and vehicles in various stages of development that are yet to be announced or even revealed. First up, we have 2 new variants that have just gone through the LOD 0 phase and are approaching content complete. Now these, I think, are the 2 new cutter variants that have been leaked, one being the Expedition variant with a suit locker, table and chair and reduced cargo bay, likely allowing for a much longer duration flight, and the other is the Scout variant, which has a deployable radar dish to allow for, I assume, long-range scanning or more detailed scanning. And talking of scanning and the radars, they have been making some pretty significant progress with that system, which I will talk about in the monthly reports soon. Now, no idea when any of these cutter variants will release. They do look very nice. I think people are going to like them, and I expect it'll come along with one of the events throughout the end of this year. There is also an all-new vehicle in production, with the team breaking apart the concept and putting together an in-game preview while planning out the work required for the base and its variants, with the current plan, they say, being to white box all of the variants at the same time and then select which versions to move into grey box first.
No
so
idea
this is
what
quite
the ship
interesting.
is.
Plus, they are referring to these as vehicles rather than ships, which could be something or nothing. However, they did refer to another unannounced vehicle as a ship specifically. So my bet here is that this is a new vehicle, a new ground vehicle that will have multiple variants. And personally, I'm really hoping to one day see a salvaging ground vehicle, one for hauling larger amounts of cargo like a truck or flatbed, and even a caravan would be great. Hopefully it is one of those, or maybe a couple of those, but we will see. There also appears to be 2 new other variants in the works. I'm not sure if these are referring to variants of the same ship or 2 variants of different ships. Either way, 1 new ship variant progressed with the dashboard and cockpit receiving attention. The design team also resolved the placement of physicalized components ready for the art team to add.
We're proceeding with 2 new variants.
But it also says another unannounced variant continued through its grey box. So to me, it does sound like there are 2 new variants from different ships on their way, but I don't know that for certain.
Variants of...
And then finally, we have another yet-to-be-announced ship continuing through its LOD 0 pass, with the majority of its tasks now completed, and a review is scheduled. The team are currently focused on adding tertiary detail to its interior and exterior, as well as finishing the lighting for each phase. And this is one that is most likely going to be flight ready, which means we will likely see this sooner rather than later. But there you go. That is currently all of the ships and vehicles making progress right now.
Okay, all right. Well, if you want to watch the whole video, go ahead and head over and watch SuperMacBrother's video on new Star Citizen ships in production. And give him a like if you like the video. You know, I like his videos. I just wish development was a little bit less vague and focused on more than just adding shit super fucking slow to this game. Super fucking slow. If you're asking me, over a decade is absolutely absurd for where they're at so far. I mean, they should have been much further along. Much further along. Okay, the link to that video is down in the description. I keep forgetting to add time for the chapters to my video. We are at 2 hours, 31 minutes. Does that match the time listed here? Yes, 2:31. It's off by about 5 seconds. That's fine. Chapters ... for music stuff and ... music selections. And second one was for... Didn't put a title in for the first one either. Okay, first one is... Where did it go? Oh, that's right. That's in the description. Let me open that up. Sorry, I'll be back with you in a minute. I should have written the names down to those. Oh well, I'll have to fix it later. Asmon, TikTok. And SuperMac. New Star Citizen ships. And this next time, we actually know 2 hours, 33 minutes. And that is for Asmon. This game trailers for, what's it called? Baldur's Gate.
I saved you. And I'm here to save you again. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god.
So I do like cinematic trailers just for their cinematic quality, but I really wish they had actual like game feature trailers, like that would tell you what you can do in the game, like how the game plays, because these cinematic trailers don't really tell you anything about the game other than like story. That's it. That's all you can really gather from a cinematic trailer. I wish they were better about describing what's in the game.
The Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself.
How would you feel about helping me kill some evil
she's
bastards?
hot.
That's the first thing he has to say is, "Oh, she's hot." What the hell? Jesus. Okay.
It blesses me this day.
She was in the first
Together,
one.
we
When I
might
first got the
survive.
early access.
I'll enjoy watching you try. In mere moments, all that you have dreaded will come to pass. When the screaming stops and your mind is gone, the rest, perhaps, is
A hamster.
silence.
Oh shit.
Ooh, was that Cthulhu?
Oh shit. God damn. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about playing it. It's like I've just heard so many good things about it. I was gonna look at some of the new.
I've heard a few good things about it.
New games coming out. That way we can get excited about things we're not gonna play.
Elden Ring.
When what worth have you, maskless one?
I don't know. I don't have any interest in Elden Ring at all.
A verse of an unfinished poem.
Like I've seen Elden Ring, and it's basically just like ridiculously difficult boss fights, and I hate games like that.
Be the force of change in this wretched farce past due. Become its curtain call.
So he's a puppet?
Yeah, you can pick your nose.
Okay.
You can pick your friends. But you can't pick your friend's nose.
Alright. He's got the Bloodborne hat. We're gonna see any gameplay though.
No, we're not. This is a cinematic trailer.
So you can roll in this game? Good. Alright, this is actual gameplay, I think.
No, it's not.
I don't know if that is or not.
even if it is gameplay, it's cinematic gameplay, so you don't get a real feel of what it's like to actually play the game.
I mean, that looks pretty cool. The problem is, like, there wasn't a lot of gameplay in that.
No, there wasn't.
So, like, that could be a really good game, but we need to see some actual game. Yeah, it's curated gameplay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's cinematic. I think maybe, like, for 3 seconds it was gameplay of, like, that guy stabbing him, but that was about it. I'm like 99% sure I've seen this. Actually, I'm 100% sure I've seen this. Yeah, this is fucking insane. This is an MMO, by the way. This game isn't just like some fucking like, you know, like Elden Ring, like Souls-like game. This is a fucking MMO.
It's...
Is this fucking insane? Look at this. Oh my god.
Meh.
And like, watch the combat here. The combat is so fucking clean. Look at this.
Clean? That looks like tedious gameplay. Combat.
Like, I think, like, I noticed this the first time. Like, look at this.
To me, that looks like Elden Ring combat style gameplay. And I don't get the appeal, personally. I do not get the appeal of games where it's basically turn-based. To where if you don't time it right, you get hit one time and you're fucking dead. I do not get the appeal of games like that. Where does the appeal come in? Where if you don't time everything exactly right, or if you don't fight the boss a billion times to learn the exact movements that you have to do, it's basically just push the button at the right time or you're fucking dead. Where is the appeal in that type of game? I do not understand that mentality of enjoying that type of gameplay.
That is a very, very good fucking hitbox. Holy shit.
Or he's just invincible while he's dodge rolling.
That's what I always base shit off of.
Because that was the same, you know, hitbox as you called it, and he got knocked on his ass.
Just be friends? Yeah, maybe. Either way, it's good.
I mean, it looks cool. But how bad is the combat? That's my question.
I think there's a lot of people that are looking for a game.
Because even Jedi Survivor, don't get me wrong, I like the previous version. Jedi, whatever it was called. The one that came out before Jedi Survivor, I can't remember what it was called. It was basically the same series or whatever. Jedi Survivor sucked ass, not because of the glitchy videos and the choppiness, but because of the combat. The combat in that game sucked ass, because every time you got hit by anything, you got staggered. You get hit by a blaster bolt, you got staggered. You get hit by a fucking fist, you got staggered. You get hit by a fucking sneeze, you got staggered. That is not how you do Jedi combat. You want to make some other game? Call it Dead Souls 5 or whatever? Fine. That is not Jedi combat. You don't get fucking staggered by every little fucking hit in a Jedi game. And if you do, you're not making a fucking Jedi game. If you can't jump over the top of a fucking swing, it's not a Jedi game. If you can't dodge properly, it's not a Jedi game. That game sucked ass. That's all I'm going to say about it.
That has combat like BDO, but that's more like next gen. Like Black Desert Online. Because Black Desert Online, like I play the game doesn't really look super great. Like, I think there are some things in BDO that look great, and I think that there are some other things in BDO that look very not great.
I heard BDO was nothing but a fucking microtransaction assault.
Yeah, this is fucking nuts, man.
I mean, it's okay. Doesn't look that great. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, having this in an online game, like, I'll be curious, like, how many people can you have together? Because I think that they showed, like, a little bit of a raid, right?
I don't see any multiplayer at all yet. I'm seeing single-player gameplay.
Yeah, look at
okay
this.
At best. Oh, there we go. There's some multiplayer.
That is fucking crazy.
That's cool.
It's a 5-man group. I think actually that's 4 people, but still. I don't think this is instance based. This looks like it's out in the open world. This is nuts. Shit looks fake.
Oh,
that
wow.
is insane, dude.
There's like 30 people.
I feel like in terms of graphics and like visuals, this game is probably my number 1. This game has like the most impressive visuals and graphics of like any of the upcoming MMOs coming out. And I think you can tell that because so many people are saying it's literally fake.
It does look pretty cool for an MMO. What the fuck?
You'll win 7 years. It's going to come out in 7 years, guys. Before Ashes of Creation. And the characters are hot too, which matters.
That's a big deal. Gotta have hot characters. Because if you don't have hot characters, the rest of the game's just trash.
Ooh. Somebody fucked up. It seems not real. I think that's why I'm fucking impressed. Is because people think this shit is literally not real.
I can agree with that. That looks kind of cool. I'd be interested if it's got good gameplay. What was that called? What was this game called? Still no audience to answer my damn questions. Come on, audience. Get your shit together. Get in my channel. Answer my questions. Alright, what was this called? Let's go back to... We're at 737. Where were we?
Always base shit off of. Just be iframes? Yeah, maybe. Either way, it's good.
That was all the way back here.
Gameplay, like that guy stabbing him, but that was about it.
Chrono Odyssey. Let's add that to our games to keep an eye on list. Chrono Odyssey. All right, let's go back to 737.
This shit is literally not real. Can we agree, though? If it is real, it would be really cool. Like, yeah, that would be really cool if it was real.
I think so.
Theoretically.
I mean, I'd have to see some actual gameplay.
Please be real. I haven't heard about this. Daba, Land of the Water Scar. That's what it's called.
What? Dabo?
Okay. This is like feudal Japan or something? Oh, what the fuck? Average CSGO case opener. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. You can actually dodge an attack and swing back. That's kind of cool. Better than a lot of games lately where you just get nailed if you don't get out of the way in time. like that.
I think that mechanic is like Wulong, where like if there's a red one, it's like a thing that you have to parry, it seems like.
Oh, that's true. I don't like those.
Yeah, parries, yeah. Sekiro? Well, no, that's not true.
The hell is that?
That's a really cool boss. This looks compelling. It's a bell? Yeah.
I like how you
Clearly.
can block stuff. A lot of games you get your ass handed to you if you try to block attacks. Which is absolutely stupid.
Yeah, I'm interested in this game. This looks good.
Meh. I mean, maybe. Possibly.
Compelling? Oh, good one. Yeah, I would try this. I mean, I might quit it after 5 minutes, but I'd try it. This one's called Phantom Blade Zero.
Probably gonna suck.
Just run away.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna have to play as a girl. I think I remember seeing this.
It won't make any difference at the end of the day. You know better than anyone else. That no one could escape.
It's a Nazgul. Oh.
Now, I feel like a lot of these Eastern-style games are responsible for shit like Elden Ring, where you have to have these ridiculously long stretches of hitting the right button and doing the right move at exactly the right time to the whatever the boss is doing at that exact moment, otherwise you get killed by one fucking hit. That is the exact type of shit I fucking hate in these fucking combat style games. I absolutely hate that shit.
Fuck.
Where you have to memorize the fight.
Yeah, I saw this.
You too. This is a real face.
He let you live? What secret did you sell?
Yeah, look at this. Like,
that looks a little
the
different.
combat looks fucking crazy. But I do want to say it looks fucking good. But I think that the nuances of the combat, it's very hard to tell that based off of a trailer like this.
Yeah, true.
Because you know what else game? You know what other game looked like it had really good combat?
Elden Ring?
Throne and Liberty.
Never heard of it.
So, we're going to have to take all this with a grain of salt here.
Yeah, right? I always do. Every single time I watch a cinematic trailer, I'm like, maybe if that's actually part of the gameplay. But I'm holding my reservations for gameplay.
This looks really good, though.
I don't know.
I just wonder, like, what are the
inputs? Looking an awful lot like one of those scenarios where you have to memorize and do the boss fight 1,000 times to memorize each and every little second of the fight. That you have to press the right button or be in the right place at the right time, otherwise you get your ass handed to you. Not for me, buddy.
Are being used, what happens if you do them wrong, etc. Because it looks good. Like wall jumping looks good. Like this, I mean, all this looks good. I would even say this is big good.
One last time.
Is it big dick damage though? Big dick damage good? Is it big dick damage good though, Asmon?
And we're all done.
Oh, they even talk like Nazgul. That's a good idea. I don't think this is gameplay, but maybe this is like a quick time event. I'm not sure.
I hate quick time events. I mean, they're not too bad as long as they don't
I'm
last
okay with
more than
quick
a
time
minute.
events being added into combat, like the same way Final Fantasy 16 has them.
I'm not okay with
to
that.
make combat more cinematic, etc. But it should be used sparingly.
Very sparingly. Extremely sparingly.
Patience is the key, Master. Time is not on his side. All we have to do is wait.
Well, you can't fail quick time, it's dog shit.
Yes. Let's kill him with time.
If you have to do a bunch of quick time, it's dog shit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, everything about this looks really good, but it's just like, you know, who knows if it's actually going to be good.
On behalf of Hexworks, welcome to the Lords of the Fallen gameplay
Not comfortable with
showcase.
your face being so close to my face,
Today,
Asmon.
we're taking a closer look.
I think that we've seen this one like 2 or 3 times, so we're going to skip past this. Do you guys want to skip past this, or do you want to watch it? It's actually only 2 minutes. I'll play like just a couple of minutes.
Our all-new dark fantasy action RPG.
This is Lords of the Fallen. I'm obviously very interested in playing this game. When it comes out, I will be playing it. This game looks fucking amazing. It looks like Dark Soul with an even more grotesque feel, if you can even do that.
It acts as a
looks
full
awesome.
reboot for the franchise.
Look at this.
taking
Like, the
place
world
in a
looks
vast,
good. The graphics
interconnected
look
world
good.
over
Everything
1,000
about it
years
looks
later.
good. But we've already watched a number of videos about it before, so I think a lot of you guys have already seen it. I would absolutely recommend.
See, I've played games that have shitty graphics that are fun to play. And I've played games with awesome graphics that are fucking terrible to play. So I don't care how good it looks. It can look like the most beautiful game that's ever been made. If the gameplay sucks ass, I don't want to play that shit. That's why I don't play Elden Ring.
Recommend to look into
Because
it.
the gameplay is ass.
Nazareth, the Fallen World. What the fuck? Yeah, it looks. Yeah, it's a lot like Dark Souls. It looks a lot like Dark Souls.
Dark Souls gameplay, ass. If it's super fucking punishing, I don't want to play it.
Okay.
I want to have fun when I'm playing video games. I don't want to have my ass handed to me over and over and over again 1 billion fucking times. I'm not looking to climb Mount Everest every time I play a fucking video game.
Nazareth? Yeah, you
I
play
want
as
something
Jesus.
super goddamn punishing.
You have to destroy the Roman Empire. They try to crucify you, and it's a quick time event for you to fucking bust out of the fucking off the cross and just beat the shit out of Pontius Pilate. Punch him in the dick.
Just headbutt him with that crown of thorns.
This looks great. Yep, this obviously looks really cool.
I'm big into blood and guts and demonic
What is
stuff.
this? Look at this. Is this like a ghost music video? Look at that. Yeah, I mean this obviously looks really cool. See a little bit more combat besides 2 seconds. How about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Let's get 2 seconds. How about like 10 seconds of combat? All right, how about not?
No, we're not.
Okay,
no.
that sounds fine.
Okay.
Yeah, setting, premise, everything, graphics, visuals, S tier. Gameplay?
Who
I
knows?
wish I knew.
I mean, that's the problem with most cinematic trailers.
The Perceiver.
That's why I don't put a whole lot of stock in cinematic trailers. They look cool. That's about it. It's like watching a 1-minute video or a 1-minute movie. It's basically all there is to it. It doesn't tell you anything about the game other than, you know, the art style.
I think I've seen this. So is that like a fucked up parry?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's gonna be another one of those super pain in the ass combat games.
I mean, that looks good.
Every enemy blocks every fucking thing you do, and you only hit them once in a while.
Combo right there. I mean,
and you have to block and dodge perfectly. Hey, talking here. So yeah, I mean, it's again these where every enemy is a super duper hard challenge. Your character is not powerful. You're a peon. You're struggling your ass off through the whole time. You're getting your ass handed to you over and over again. You're getting beat down. You're getting killed. You're getting slaughtered. You're getting shut down. Then you have to memorize every fight, and every tiny little win is a struggle. And it's just fuck that, dude. That's not fun.
Good coming out of this. This looks great. I think that like it's very hard to judge this because it's like kind of. I think you have to like feel a game like this out rather than just like look at it.
Oh, that's why all these games suck. I just noticed here up at the top it says new Unreal Engine 5 games like Elden Ring. Well, Elden Ring is a fucking annoying piece of shit. If your fight combat is tedious, I'm not interested. Not at all.
It seems pretty challenging too.
I mean, challenging is cool for a boss fight. Otherwise, I want to feel like my character has some power. I want to feel like my character is stronger than the shit in the environment, where not every single enemy is a struggle.
Sekiro again? That's okay, I like Sekiro.
I don't.
If they made another one, I'd like that too.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait, why does health go down like that? But we just got farmed.
Alright, come on, let's skip forward. Not interested
yeah, I mean,
in this shit. Not playing that. No chance in hell.
And it's like the game.
Pass. Is this? Are you gonna say what it is?
Yeah, it looks great.
You're gonna tell us what the name of the game is here, Asmon? That your face is covering.
And this is the one that I think that I am the most excited for.
The Capcom games are usually pretty good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like.
Then have you forgotten?
Yeah, probably this one or that Chrono Odyssey.
You need only believe in your own destiny.
This looks so fucking good.
That begs the question: if he's a mere mummer, then where might our true arisen empress knitting his life?
I still need to play the first one. I've been such a piece of shit because I haven't done it yet. So fucking cool, man.
I don't know. The graphics don't look super great. They look good, but they're not.
Is this Capcom's
amazing.
Only game like this? I'm pretty sure it is, right?
Gameplay doesn't look super amazing.
Yeah?
This is not.
Holy shit.
It's not catching my interest.
Monster Hunter? Oh, they do Monster Hunter. I didn't know that.
But it doth not release thee.
Monster Hunter never really catched my interest.
Yeah, I mean,
caught
I'm
my
gonna be
interest
honest,
either.
I'm super fucking excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. I've only heard good things about.
Meh. It's a meh at best for me. All right, well, that was sadly disappointing. Only one potential game that could maybe not suck. Maybe. The rest of those are going to be ass. But that's because they're like Dark Souls, and Dark Souls is ass. But yeah, that Chrono Odyssey, that looked, maybe. Might be okay. As long as it's not too much like Dark Souls. Again, I do not understand the appeal of Dark Souls. All right, time for the next chapter. So, one of my favorite games to ever be made, Oxygen Not Included, just came out with an update. So that means I get to play Oxygen Not Included again. And I don't have any gameplay history on Oxygen Not Included, so I'm going to record this. Let me get this set up here. There's the game. And there's the audio. And we will start recording. And we're going to do a new game after we delete the old game. This thing makes so many save files. It's too much. Too many save files. Alright, new game. Survival. Spaced out. What is the lab? Experimental scenarios designed for special events. Okay, never mind. I don't like playing on super duper hard difficulty. Where's the thing that tells you how hard it is? Did they get rid of that? All of these have the same story traits, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I think this one is kind of difficult, right? I like this one because it always has the oil biome on the second planet. And that's very important to have the oil because that's like unlimited power. And I don't know how to really set up a whatchamacallit, how do you set up the radiation reactor thing? What is it called? The one that, you know, where you get power from steam off of the radioactive stuff. I don't know how to set those up. I suppose we could give it a try. But I've never technically beaten the game since they came out with the spaced out update where you have to colonize 5 different worlds in order to finish. I've beaten the game before they did that, you know, where you just get your spaceship to the specific place in space. Metal-rich magma channels. Medium boulders. Let's stick to ideal survival, because these are super difficult. Do I want the foliage, like foresty one, the standard? Oh, these all have an oily asteroid. Okay, cool. What is that symbol? Metal pour? I'm not a big fan of metal pour. I know this one's gonna have like a lot of gas and slime in the beginning area, which I'm not a huge fan of. Well, this one I could probably get with subsurface ocean and metal rich. And I've never started on the on this asteroid before. Let's give this a shot. Oh, yeah, forgot to mark down the time. So 3 hours. Let's do 3 hours. No, I'll just leave it at ... Okay, so we always want to start with a rancher. Do I want a rancher? No. A researcher. Always want a researcher. That'll work. And we're going to want someone who can cook. And someone who's good at digging. So the cooking, let's go with cooking and farming. Come on, you give me one with cooking and farming and a trait I didn't want. Just give me cooking and farming. Come on, do it. Cooking and farming, do it. Do it. Cooking, farming, tidying. No, I don't want to do building impaired. Come on, give me farming. God damn it, my mouse is doing that double click shit again. Fucking ghost clicks. I'm waiting on a new mouse. There we go. Cooking and farming. Decreased science. I guess that's okay since you won't be doing research. And you're a night owl. That's fine. And for you, we want digging and building. Gotta have at least building. Don't want cooking. Ranching? No, don't want ranching. There we go, digging and building. With a mechatronics engineer, how handy. Increased air consumption? No. Rocketry, sure, I guess. No farts. Definitely do not want a farter. Don't want to deal with gas in the base that early. Digging, building, and operating. It starts with hard digging. Okay. Can get with that. And you eat more, I guess that's fine. And we're going to call this the stream hole. Of Odd. All right, and to get started, first things first, we got to dig out the rectangle, of course. What do we got here? Polluted dirt. Oh man, this is a gassy asteroid. Got a whole bunch of polluted water all over the place. Alright, first thing we're going to want to do is get down to this water. Let's build a ladder down to the water. Dig that out. And put in a pitcher pump. Actually, we're going to want to dig that and that. And these are what, 4 tall? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 tall. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go there. Which means we got to dig that out. Not a whole lot of water to start off with. That's not good. We're going to have to get some water filtering action going pretty quick. Alright, and then the next thing we're going to want to build is some turlets. We got polluted water right there. Let's get rid of that then. And let's put ourselves down this way. Then we could dig this out, put this water over here, get that water down here. I want to dig that out. And our toilets will go all the way out to the edge here. This is going to be kind of a pain in the ass with this polluted water right here. I suppose we could just do this for now. And we'll put our first toilet over here. Make sure we get this done first, because otherwise they'll start pooping and peeing all over the place. Oh, they didn't dig that out first. Now this water's going to be over here. Damn. Screwed that up. Might as well cancel that. Oh yeah, I forgot to switch over to the gaming. There we go. That's more better for the public. That my head's not taking up so much damn space on the screen. about halfway through the day, guys. Let's get this shitter built. Hurry up. So if you don't get the shitter built by the end of the first day, then they'll start pissing and shitting. Well, they don't shit, but, you know, they'll start leaving polluted water. So I guess that's just pissing. Alright, can we mop this up? Not too much liquid. We're gonna build these damn things. Okay, we also need somewhere to wash their hands. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 toilets and a sink, and a sink. And put the roof on that shit. Alright, come on, get that built. What the hell's going on here? Unreachable dig? What do you mean unreachable dig? Can't reach that? Is that the problem? That's why you're not building it. You can't reach this spot. Cancel that mopping because they're not getting this other shit done. Really need this sink done so they don't spread fucking germs all over the place. Damn it, they're gonna spread germs all over the place. Achievement earned. Outside the initial starting biome already? Really? This is outside the initial starting biome? You say so. See, now he's got germs. He's gonna fucking spread germs all over the place. Oh, he's eating germs. Look at it, he's covered in germs. Well, these aren't too bad. I was expecting him to put germs all over the place. No germs on the ration box. All right, cool. Guess germs don't spread as much as they used to. What do you mean unreachable dig? What is unreachable about this? You're full of shit. Build the damn thing. I suppose we could put a regular tile there. And a bottle emptier. So we can mop this stuff up. Actually, we need that filled up. Oh, never mind. It's already been filled up. I didn't think those things started with water. Huh. Okay. Okay, next project is going to be keeping all this damn polluted water out of my water source. There's polluted water every fucking where. Jesus. Let's go here. Give that a high priority. Polluted dirt stays still, right? Yeah, okay. Oh shit, we got polluted water now. Damn it, come on now. Well, that was a fail. I was trying to keep all that polluted water out of there. Guess we can just deconstruct that shit then. We got power slugs eating our metal already. Shit. Gotta make sure that the toilets and sinks have high priority so that they take care of them. And don't let the toilets get backed up and clogged so as people start pissing all over the place. And the sinks get filled so they don't start spreading germs all over the fucking place. I can't wait till I get my replacement mouse. I'm getting ghost clicks all over the fucking place now. Okay, this is going to be sweep only for water. And since this map has power slugs, we better build one of these. Put our metal in it. Because these little blue bastards will eat your metal. No, they don't start with water. So how did that one get water in it? At the beginning. Before I had this built. Must have been water that I mopped up, I guess. They put in there. Okay, this is going to get my metal ores. Set that to priority 7. And I suppose in order to prevent this polluted water from leaking out into here, because as soon as they cut that, it will. Let's build these. And one of those. Let's set those to priority 8. I've got to have the demolish skill before I can get rid of that. Okay. So this room isn't going to get built for quite some time. That sucks. Because demolish is 3rd level digging. Or building, rather. 3rd level building. Shitty. Well, I guess in the meantime we can just get rid of this. And put a piece of wall there. So you don't absolutely have to have 4 toilets. So mud and polluted mud collapse. Alright, who do we have? Those are some shit selections. Alright, we'll just go with nutrient bars then. Didn't even see where that chunk of mud came from. Alright, well, it's getting late, so I guess I'll end this episode here. I very much appreciate you tuning in if you did, and if you didn't, why not? For shame. Better tune into my next episode. As a matter of fact, since you didn't tune into this one, you better tune in and go back and watch all my other videos. Even if you find them boring, watch them all the way through, beginning to end. All right, I'll be back tomorrow with an episode 2. See you soon.